when I saw Kershaw out there, I had Prince Fielder. I know how tough an out he is. It doesn't matter if it's left-handed or if it's right-handed. In that situation, I felt good about Prince doing exactly what he did.
Who else? Okay, right here in the front.
Hi. You guys don't really get to see Aroldis Chapman pitch that often. What was your reaction to seeing him?
We get to see him quite a bit in spring training because we're close, so we do get to see him. But we just know he's got a devastating fastball, and he's an outstanding pitcher. We knew, how good he was, and I kind of felt bad. I wanted to get Moose in the game. I wanted to get some of those guys in the game, and for them to have to go up and face him, Brock Holt with his first. All-star at bat, Moose with his first. I knew it would be tough, but he's a really good pitcher. I think he struck Moose out on a 103-mile-an-hour fastball. It's pretty impressive.
Okay. Valle? Microphone, please.
Can you just describe a little bit of what this felt like tonight after all, finally getting here and being surrounded by your guys, too?
Well, it was a lot of fun. I think we've been really working on our game plan for the last week. We tried to punch holes in it every which way we could, and we worked it to perfection. We wanted to put power at the top of the lineup and hopefully get a quick strike. Mike Trout took care of that for us. We wanted to try to have a lead by the fifth inning so we could get our real power arm relievers in that game to hold them down, and that worked great. We wanted to get Keuchel through 2 innings, and he pitched great. And Chris Archer, of course, he was fantastic, and so was King Felix and David Price. So the plan went perfectly. You sit there and you look at the plan, you think it's a good plan, but the players have to go out and execute it, and they did to a T.
Second row on your left.
Yeah, Ned, on any given night, your bullpen is already pretty good just with the guys on your own team, but then you throw in guys like Britton and Betances and Perkins at your disposal. Did it almost make it even easier for you to manage the game you would a typical Royals game almost?
Well, yeah, of course it does, and that's why we set the team up that way. We wanted to try to have 5 innings of good starting pitching, but then in the back end of the game, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th, we wanted guys that are accustomed to coming in those situations. And, we looked at, power arm closers and power arm setup guys to get us through those last 4 innings, and they did a nice job of doing it.
One last one. Okay, Bill, right here in the front.
Ned, when you talked about Mike, it's kind of hard to imagine the guy who's 23 has accomplished all he has and now is the first time back-to-back MVP. What separates him from all the other great players tonight?
He's just special. He's just special. He can do anything that anybody can do on a baseball field. He can hit with power. He can run. He can drive the gap. He's a great defender. He's just special. And when you look at Mike, you don't look at a 23-year-old. You look at a guy that is, one of the best baseball players on this planet. So he was the one guy that I wanted to leave in the game the longest. He played longer than anybody else because he is such a special talent.